When you leave your home to run errands, you'll come across many hardworking people trying to make ends meet.
But have you ever considered the true difficulties they've had to face? Difficulties which may never think could happen to us. WUFT's Marco Romano joins us now with one such story, someone fighting those difficulties.
Yeah, well, it's true. I mean, a lot of the people we meet on an everyday basis just seem like ordinary faces going about their day-to-day business, but behind those faces can lie some very true difficulties. And those struggles apply for anyone, sometimes even the young. I found a young woman who experienced a very unusual turn of events in her high school days, events that completely changed her life.
You'd think Lindsay Guerrero looks like any other college student with a job.
Would you like to add the cheese sauce on top?
The customers she serves know the waitress, but if only they knew the story behind this young girl. A dancer since her much younger days, she and her family moved from Virginia to Gainesville by her senior year of high school. And in that year on Halloween night, Lindsay came home pale.
I was having very bad headaches. Headaches that I can't even describe, just pounding in my head constantly.
When she got home, she just looked bad. She laid down. I said, let's go to the emergency room.
It was here at North Florida Regional Medical Center that Lindsay and her mom waited. The wait was so long, in fact, that Lindsay said to her mom, "You know, I think I'm feeling a little better. Maybe we can leave now." And as they went to leave, that's when she was called in.
And they told me that I was possibly bleeding internally from an ulcer.
So the next day when they went inside to look, they saw 2 ulcers, and from there it ended up being ulcers on top of tumors, and then they needed to do more advanced, and then it was 27 tumors.
Lindsay had 27 of what are called gastrointestinal stromal tumors on her stomach, ones usually found in people above the age of 70.
You know, it doesn't click at first. This is just word. It's just words at first.
But reality soon set. Doctors decided that Lindsay's stomach needed to be removed. And her mother was concerned. When they lived in Virginia, they had health insurance. Upon moving to Florida, however, they did not, just when they really needed it. Lindsay's father was out of a job, so they applied for Medicaid, which helped cover some of the costs, until Lindsay's mom started working at the post office.
It kicked us out of it because I made too much then.
Which is completely ridiculous, because to support a family of 5 on one parent working for $14 an hour and a daughter who's sick in the hospital is not at all enough.
And like Medicaid told me, unless she was a single mom or pregnant, there was nothing they could do.
News of Lindsay's cancer spread to friends up in Virginia. A few of her friends who taught at the Sunday school church in Virginia had the kids there draw guardian angels for Lindsay. "I will pray every day and night," one wrote. And maybe those prayers were answered. When the surgery finished, the doctors were almost positive the cancer would come back, but after years of scans, it has yet to return. The doctors also told Lindsay and her mom that after 5 years, the chance of a recurrence would be cut in half.
1 more year and we've got the 5-year mark. So we have to be half as worried then.
But life is still harder on Lindsay. What is the normal dinner for someone without a stomach?
I'll probably get 3 bites of my sandwich in, a couple of chips, and maybe a sip of, like, a spoon or 2 of my soup, and I'll be stuffed.
What can I get you guys to drink today?
So if you go out to eat and she happens to be your server,
All right.
she will work hard to serve you. But that waitress uniform disguises a story full of true hardships.
Marco, a great story, but a couple bites of a sandwich and chips. I mean, how does this girl really eat every day?
Well, as you saw, you know, she can eat physically without the use of any tubes. What happens is she gets full very, very fast, and then with an hour, hour and a half of her eating, all of a sudden she gets very, very hungry. So what she does is she keeps a bag of what she calls munchies, say like, you know, some cereal or something to munch throughout the day, and that's how she says she handles it.
Munchies, always a good thing. Overcoming adversity. Marco Romano, thanks so much.
No problem.